you just talk about the career season that he's had on the ice, and you say, well, he leads this team in goals with 27, you'd be selling Nick Foligno short in all he brings to this team and the community.
You know what? He's a well-thought-out individual. He is one of the leaders of this hockey team, and he sets the example on how he plays. Right now, in the back of his mind, yes, he's having a career. He's thinking of a Stanley Cup. Those statistics will tell you, yes, the type of year that he's had. But he goes up and beyond Stanley Cup and everything else. It's the process. He's one of those players that basically solidifies what a coach wants each and every time he gets into the ice. Every time he walks into the locker room, he says the right things, he does the right things. That's what you think of Nick Foligno.
And all of that makes him a nominee for the Masterton Trophy. Foligno talks about that and more with Mets.
Thanks, guys. The Bill Masterton Trophy goes to the NHL player who exemplifies the qualities of perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication. That's why Nick Foligno is sitting right here next to me as the Blue Jackets nominee. Let's start first with perseverance, Nick. This team has had to persevere all season long. You've had to persevere all season long. You were carried off on a stretcher early in the season, if you remember that, and you've played every game since. What has perseverance meant to you this season?
I think it's been obviously a tough year. There's been a lot that's gone on in our team's season, and it's made it difficult to try and come to work and keep your head up. But you got to find a way. You got to find a way to be professional and find a way through it. And I think usually when you do the right things and you work the right way through it, you find yourself a better person, better player on the other side. And I think that's what you're seeing right now with our success we're having towards the end here. And we've worked through some hard times together. We've stayed together and found a way, and it says a lot about the group we have.
For you, Nick, it's also meant career-high numbers in a lot of different categories. Has the perseverance of the team paid off for you, and that knowing you've got to do things like, hey, you know what, we need a guy to play some center, you'll play some center. We need a guy to score some goals, and you'll do that?
Yeah, you're always, you do whatever it takes when you're called upon to help your team, and that's something that I take very seriously, whether I'm needed in that role or making sure I'm just solid defensively that night or whatever it is. You want to help your team in any environment and aspect possible, and it's been pretty nice to be rewarded on the personal side, but I'd like to see us battling for a playoff spot, so that's a goal that will have to take place down the road here.
What do those numbers mean to you, Nick? Your career high in goals, the season's not done yet. What does that mean to you?
You know what? It's special. I think it feels good knowing that you're the player that you envisioned and you're becoming the player you envisioned. I still think I have a long ways to go, but I feel like I'm at that point now where I'm pushing each and every day to become that player that I thought I could be, and I'm obviously in a pretty good role here as well.
Sportsmanship. I've seen you personally in Dallas come back to fans who have Nick Foligno signs and flip pucks to him over the ice. You got a couple of majors, but you're not a dirty player by any stretch. What does sportsmanship mean to you on the ice?
I think it's so important because we're looked at as role models, and when the way you carry yourself on the ice is usually a good result of how you are off the ice. And I think if you play the game hard and you're a hard-working guy, that's usually how you are off the ice as well. And I want that to be my attribute. I want to be known for that, and also I know how important kids are to the game, and that's an aspect that I really enjoy.
And dedication to the game. We know what you've been through family-wise. The game has always been very important to you. We know about your dad and everything else. And talk about your dedication to this game that you love and that your family loves.
Yeah, it's a game that my dad told us at a young age, if you're good to the game will be good to you. And I think that just resonated and stuck with me, and it's allowed me to have the career and the life I've really enjoyed because of it, and met great people, and I'm enjoying this ride I've been on, and then hopefully it lasts for a lot more years.
Quick thought on tonight, real quick?
Oh, it's going to be a heck of a game. We're going to have a real good start. I know that, and then hopefully a big win.
All right, Nick, thanks for this. Congrats on the nomination, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, the one thing that he does, he challenges himself to be better, but he also challenges a lot of these young players to be better and understand what it's going to take to get there. And he's a great example for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yes, he is, and hopefully